Roman Reigns is about to do something very rare, and in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what that is, because when I saw this, I was like, oh, I have to talk about it. It's that interesting, it's that newsworthy, it's that notable. Look, Roman Reigns obviously is WWE's biggest star, and it's not even close. Even undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes does not top what Roman Reigns is to this company. He has not topped what Roman Reigns has been for this company since, what, 2014, 2013, right? When he debuted. I'm not even talking about his initial debut as a Shield. I'm talking about his rise as a single star within the Shield. Look, Roman Reigns' schedule with WWE, it has been greatly reduced in recent years as he signed his latest contract with WWE back in 2022 out of WrestleMania 38. And it called for him to work fewer dates. That's less appearances on television. That's fewer matches per year across premium live events, television, and house shows. He's only worked a handful of house shows and TV matches since then. Instead, his matches are saved for premium live events, as he's WWE's biggest draw today, and it's what's the point of booking him on television and making him like everyone else when you can make him one of a kind? That's what they've done with him. Now, his last television match was on December 30th, 2022, on an episode of SmackDown, when he and Sami Zayn put over John Cena and Kevin Owens in a tag team match. Now, Roman Reigns obviously turned babyface coming out of WrestleMania 40 after putting over Cody Rhodes, dropping the undisputed WWE Championship, something in which he had held since the summer of 2020, going on an epic rise, an epic run, and creating one of the best storylines in recent memory, arguably one of the greatest to ever do it. Roman Reigns has been feuding with the new bloodline, the Solo Sikoas, the Jacob Fatus, the Tonga Tongas, even Bronson Reed, with their most latest encounter being at Survivor Series, War Games. It was Roman Reigns teaming up with CM Punk, Sami Zayn, the Usos, going over the faction of the new bloodline and Bronson Reed. And that leads us to today's video. What is Roman Reigns about to do that is so rare? What is so special? Well, Chris Featherstone of Sportscator reports that Roman Reigns is currently scheduled to compete on the Raw Netflix debut episode. Now, it's unclear who his opponent will be at this time, although he has been feuding with the Bloodline, so it could be one of them. Now, it should be noted the premiere of episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix will be held on January 6th at the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles. The lights of Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, John Cena, they are advertised. Now, The Rock, according to WrestleVotes, is slated for the show, while another big name, WWE Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels, has also been discussed for an appearance at the show. What do you do? Let's take a step back for a second. You have to look at the fact that for almost a year now, the idea has been, okay, we were going to do Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. Then The Rock came back. Rock said, I want to do this match with Roman. And they go, okay, we're going to do the match with Roman. It's going to be Roman Reigns versus The Rock. And then the fans were like, no, you're not. And the company's like, okay, we're not. So now we're going to do the tag team match. We're going to do Roman and Rock teaming up against Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes night one. And then we're going to do Roman versus Cody. So everybody gets what they want. Rock gets what he wants. Cody gets his story. The fans get to see the finish of the story. And then going into WrestleMania 41, we will do Roman versus Solo Sikoa? Yes, because the idea being Rock versus Cody Rhodes. Well, now there's been a shift because a recent report by WrestleVotes as well as Dave Meltzer has noted that yeah, Rock is not, he ain't looking like he's going to be appearing at WrestleMania 41. And then Chris Featherstone also reported that, yeah, Rock's not planned for WrestleMania. So now we have a situation of, okay, so if we're not going to get Rock versus Cody, I guess Cody has to do something else. But on the flip side, it goes, okay, what are you going to do with Roman Reigns? Because the idea being, okay, if you can't do Rock, what would you do? You would do Reigns versus Solo. And people are like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Why? Well, we kind of see through Solo. He's not the guy. WWE can make it about him, but he's not the guy. He's a guy. The guy is Jacob Fatu, the guy that's been praising him week in and week out. That's the guy. And fans are like, oh, okay, yeah. We can get behind that. We can rally behind that, right? And so now it comes down to, when do you do the Jacob Fatu match, right? Because if you're still going to do Reigns versus Solo at WrestleMania, then you obviously have to delay Jacob Fatu match. Well, now with this recent report, it makes me think two things. Most likely, let's be real, most likely Roman is going to work a tag team match or a trios match or a fatal a 8-man tag match, right? That's probably what's going to happen. They're going to take it safe with it being so close to Mania. And then do him and Solo at that show. Now, I want to preference this by stating that there's a lot of things that they can do here, because you could also do Roman versus Solo here. But you also have to look at the schedule, right? You could do Roman versus Solo at Raw Netflix. You could do that match, get it out of the way, and then you build to Roman versus Jacob. But we also have Saturday night's main event on January 25th, 26th. And then you have Royal Rumble in early February. Then you have the Elimination Chamber. Then you have Mania. What do we know about Roman Reigns? What do we know about his creative? What do we know about the creative of the Bloodline? Well, WWE takes their time with Roman. They take their time with the Bloodline storyline. So what does that mean? Well, they could draw this out. They could really draw this out. We may get a 6-man tag or a fatal, I don't know why I want to keep calling it a fatal 4-way, but it's an 8-man tag on Raw and Netflix. And then you get Roman versus Solo at Mania. And then you get Roman versus Jacob Fatu at SummerSlam. Like, that's probably what they're going to do, but we don't know. And I'm just spitballing here. But at the end of the day, you're going to get Roman working Monday Night Raw, which is something in which he hasn't done in even longer. And you're going to do it on a very big platform. So his last match on Monday Night Raw, it was him and the Usos going over Matt Riddle and the Street Profits in a 6-man tag on the July 25th, 2022 episode of Monday Night Raw. Is that crazy or what? His last house show, get this, it was in October of 2023 in Kansas City going over Sami Zayn. That's insane. He's worked 6 matches thus far this year. That's a schedule. That's a schedule that Hulk Hogan would be proud of, right? Like, that's a very reduced schedule. Now, of course, he's making appearances on television throughout this time, but at the end of the day, he's not working, he's not bumping, he ain't selling, he ain't, you know what I mean? And the thing about Roman's schedule is, like, you look forward to his matches, but you know, okay, we're going to kill about 10 minutes for his entrance. It's like, can we wrap this up already?